I may have been muted that whole time. I apologize, everybody. It's been a long drive and a long day, so we're getting started here. If I was muted for that, I apologize. Welcome to the Royals versus the Crunch. Royals in white, home team moving left to right. Crunch in blue, away team moving right to left. Warm-up period is just about ended. We will be getting started here for this contest in just a moment. Teams are going to get their last-minute huddle, last-minute setups, and then we will get this show on the road. Looks like we will have 16-minute periods. That should mean we have 2-minute penalties. Royals in their pregame huddle in front of the Royals bench. Crunch in their huddle in front of their goal. Royals breaking their huddle, getting their starting lineup out for the first period. The Crunch just broke their huddle at the net. They will get their players to the bench and get their starting lineups out. Royals will start this game with Iani at center, Serwatka and Good as her wingers, Picard and Prokowski as the starting defenders, and Heller in net. Crunch have their starting lineup out. Referee finished checking the net at the Crunch end, or the linesman, excuse me. All right, we are set. Officials are set. Goalies are set. Timekeepers set. And we are ready to go. Draw one back by the Crunch. Played back into their own end. Pass to the far side. Pressure by Good. Held in by Iani. Iani gets the puck past the defender. Recollects in the circle. Shot. Goes in early. Iani scores with just under a minute played. Just under 15 seconds played. Royals go up early. I hadn't even clicked the button to start the game yet. Iani chips the puck to herself, recollects, and then scores early. Royals up 1-0, 14 seconds into the game. Stray to take the ensuing draw. One back by the Royals, played to the near side, knocked forward by the Crunch deep into the Royal zone. Prokowski collects behind her net and moves to the far side. Prokowski rattles the puck up the board. That is intercepted by the Crunch. Prokowski slows things down. Stray picks it up in the middle, passes up to the blue line. That bounces out of the zone. Crunch have to get back on side. Pressured by Coburg. Crunch passed the puck to the far side. That does not go into the zone. Broken up by Summers. Now pushed into the zone. Prokowski knocks the puck to the boards. Crunch get on it first and knock the puck deep. Played behind the net. Pushed by the Crunch. Now played to the far side of the net. Centering feed will go straight to Coburg, who collects. She moves to the boards and will skate out of the Royal zone on the far side. She moves up the far side of the ice. Pressure forward. She tips the puck ahead and then gets the puck knocked away, and it is chipped up and into the bench by the Crunch. This draw should be in the zone. Offensive zone draw for the Royals. This will be to the Crunch goalie's stick side. Barnes to take this draw. She will have Martinez and Karen as her wingers. Seeley and Burns on defense. Draw one towards the middle and collected by the Crunch. Crunch move into the corner, pass up the boards. Stepping forward, Royals hold the zone. Play it in from the point. That will get all the way to the Crunch backboards. Crunch defender collects and moves to the near side. Skating up, pass forward. That will be held in at the blue line. Barnes can't get a stick on it, though, and the Crunch clear the zone on the far side. Burns shovels the puck ahead, but it is bounced forward by the Crunch, and Martinez will chase it down in the far corner. She rattles the puck around to the near side. That will be collected by the Crunch off the half boards. Played deeper in the zone. Centering feed will go all the way across to the far side. Crunch collect there. That centering feed is blocked, and Karen plays it forward and out of the zone. Crunch collect at their blue line. Pressured by Martinez. Bounced back up the boards. Puck makes it to neutral, where Iani gets the puck knocked away from her from the Crunch player going for a change. Prokowski back to collect. She passes up the near side. That's going to bounce way ahead and be collected by the Crunch at the blue end. No, racing forward. Soroka steals the puck. She moves behind the net, tries to get a wraparound, sends it in front. That is too far for Ioni. Stepping forward, Picard gets a stick lift and can't hold the zone. Picard plays the puck to the near board. She falls down on the play, collides with the player, and Picard is going to go for a trip on that play on the boards. Crunch get the first power play opportunity of the game here with 13:49 remaining in the first period. I fixed it. I shut that one down and restarted it because like, oh, crap. Defensive zone draw to start the penalty kill. Puck held in by the Crunch, bounced into the far circle. Sealy picks it up there. He's up the middle of the ice, recollects and skates to the near side. Sray steps into the zone but loses the puck at the blue line. Played forward, chipped around Sealy, but Burns is there to bash the puck back out to neutral. That bounced straight to a Crunch stick, unfortunately, and is played back in. Broken up by Cobourg. Cobourg moves behind her net, plays the puck up the far side. That will be held in by the Crunch. 40 seconds remaining, and now poked ahead. Tipped, so no icing on the play. Karen is going to get there first. Centering feed doesn't go. Bounced off the outside of the cage, and now the Crunch pick the puck up in their own zone. Pass to the center of the ice. Now to the near side. Crunch will gain the zone. Sealy pressures there. Blocked back deeper by the Crunch. Puck goes behind the goal line. Sealy forward to pressure, and the puck is played up the near boards, but only white jerseys there, and Martinez races out of the zone. 2-on-1 with Barnes. Martinez steps into the Crunch zone. She shoots, and that is swallowed by the goalie, who does not give up a rebound. 6 seconds remaining in the man advantage for the Crunch. Offensive zone draw for the Royals to the Crunch goalie's glove side. It will be Barnes and Martinez as forward with Burns and Prokowski on defense. Crunch win the draw to the outside, recollect in the circle and play behind their own net. Moving up the far side, penalty has ended. Skating up the middle of the ice, team's full strength. Crunch move into the zone, shot doesn't go through the bodies, bounce back to the boards. Chipped ahead, that will come out of the zone, and icing is again immediately waved off, but the puck's not going to make it anyway. Crunch collect the puck in their own zone, pressured by Cobourg. Puck played in on the near side, Sealy intercepts, chips the puck up but not out. Puck bounces towards the middle, played forward, and that will be slowed down and shot out on the near side. It's now a foot race, tipped on the way through, icing waved off. Cobourg is going to make it. She wins the battle, plays the puck to the front. Crunch get a stick on it, puck bounces to the blue line. Sealy steps forward, holds the zone, plays it to Ioni. Ioni shoots it, but it is blocked by a body and then played out to neutral. Collected by Picard. Picard turns, races up the near side. Picard steps into the zone. She moves into the circle, shoots between the legs. That's going to miss to the far side. Play at the far point, held in by the Royals, knocked back deep. Crunch will get there on the backboards, played back up the far side. That bounce past the forward, held in by Prokowski, who plays it to Soroka. Soroka pushes through on the backside, now gets rubbed into the boards. Crunch send the puck to the near side and collect beside the circle. Pressured by Stray. Stray knocks the puck deeper into the zone. Soroka can't get to it in time. Played back to the boards, knocked around Picard, and now the Crunch come up on the near side. Broken up by Picard coming over the line. Crunch just dumped the puck to behind the Royals net. Prokowski sends it behind the net. Picard lifts the stick and allows the puck to go through. Played forward up the near side. Soroka gets shoved into the boards, and now Picard comes over to help. Two aside, now one extra for the Crunch, and the puck gets sent deep. Sent to the front. Recollected follow-up shot, bounced to the near side, and then cleared out of the middle by the defenders, breaking up the scoring opportunity. Heller got a save in there. That's her first of the game. Playing up the far side, pressure coming out of the zone, broken up by Summers. Puck now shoveled ahead, bounced to in front of the bench, and the Crunch player blows a tire. Stray gets over there, but can't win the battle for the puck. It's now tipped ahead and pushed to the near side. Summers can't quite get there in time. She gets some help from Sealy. Puck gets dumped down into the zone, and the Crunch collect. Pass across is slightly ahead of the defender, but they race back and play it out on the far side. Burns turns with the puck, cuts to the middle, passes it up. That's going to miss everybody and go to the Crunch. Crunch pass up the middle. That's broken up by the Royals and bounced to the boards in front of the penalty box. Played behind the net, collected by the defenders, and floated up the near side. Martinez will collect there. Now collects there and skates up the near side. Martinez can't get the puck through the defender. She shoulders her way in, gets the puck into the zone, recollects and steps forward. Shot from the circle, blocked by the goalie, who then covers. Quality pressure by the Royals early in this game. 9:32 left in the first period. Royals with a 1-0 lead. Draw will be to the Crunch goalie's glove side. Ioni, Sirwatka, and Good out as the forwards. Puck left on the draw. Ioni shoves her way forward, now collected by the Crunch. Crunch get it to the blue line. That came out of the zone, and the Royals are offside. Picard couldn't quite hold the puck at the blue line. Draw will be just outside of the Crunch zone on the near dot. No changes for either team. Ioni to take the draw again. Puck still on the dot, now knocked into the zone. Crunch collect there and skate up the near side. Crunch move forward into the Royal zone, slowed down by Picard. Puck gets left behind, played to the middle, now bashed out. Good knocked it ahead and will chase it down. Sirwatka also charging forward. Sirwatka gets shoved off the play. No call there. Crunch collect and send it up the middle of the ice. That's tipped away from the forward, and Burns will collect in her own zone. Burns circles behind her net, moving to the near side, pressured by the Crunch, but Burns still controlling. Burns plays it up the middle, loses the puck, and then it gets tipped away coming over the blue line. Crunch skated in the zone, and the Royals are back to defend. Bodies into the wall. Crunch collects shot, gloved by Heller, who hangs on. Defensive zone draw upcoming for the Royals with 8:40 left in the first period. Stray to take the draw. This will be to Heller's stick side. One back by the Crunch. Played forward up the far boards, turned up by Perkowski. Fanned on by Karen's shot goes in on Heller. Puck still there. And then she scoops it up, gets another glove save there, preventing the scoring chance from going. Draw will be back to Heller's stick side. Draw one back by the Crunch to the point. Shot from the point. Doesn't go through the bodies. It is blocked down in front by Stray. Knocked off of Stray's stick. Puck still there. Now played forward by Picard, but not out of the zone. Crunch sent it in from the point. That goes into the circle and played back to the point where the defender was not in position anymore. Skating forward up the near side. Summers slows the play down. It goes to Picard. Her lead passes into the body. Now coming across. Burns breaks the play up and plays the puck to Summers. Summers chips the puck ahead. And it will be pressure by Cobourg. Puck skated away from her. Barnes now forward to pressure on the far side. She intercepts the pass. Played to the near side. That's going to miss everybody. Charging over. Seeley can't get there in time. Puck dumped into the Royal zone. Burns collects, plays it up, not out. Crunch get the puck in. That's going to trickle on net. And Heller is just going to cover and freeze the play. I'm not sure if that was entirely on net or not, but I'm going to count it because it was close enough. If my shot counts are different than the official shot counts after the game, it is what it is. Draw to Heller's glove side this time. Barnes to take, puck bounced towards the middle, collected shot, and scooped up by Heller, who hangs on. Draw again to Heller's glove side. No changes for either team. Draw one back by the Crunch to the boards, collected at the point. That's moved past Martinez. Shot doesn't go. Follow-up bounces over the goal off the deflection. Chipped up the far side. Reverse back into the circle. Now dumped up. That will be held in at the blue line by the Crunch. Shot doesn't make it through the bodies in front. Puck loose now collected by the Royals. Barnes moves up the near side. She gets her pocket pick coming out of the zone. Puck left behind. Seeley slows things down. And Burns dumps it up the boards. That's broken up by the Crunch. Crunch try to get it to the middle. Broken up by all of the Royals, who bounce the puck back to the near boards. Puck now played deep. Seeley lets it go. Reverse back to the near side. Crunch intercept. Barnes breaks the play up. Battle still in the corner. Played up the near side. That will make it to Martinez. She turns, but it's broken up by a skate and comes out of the zone. Karen plays it up on the far side. She just dumps the puck in and goes for a change. Crunch collecting the zone. Played up. Martinez breaks it up. She tips the puck deep. Crunch will collect it behind the net, play it up the far side. Pressured by Good on the far side. Puck comes out of the zone in the middle. Crunch now skating forward, moving up the near side. Puck comes free, and Picard bounces it away. Puck still in the zone, dumped deep. That will go behind the net and wrap all the way to the far boards. Crunch get there first. Good over to pressure. Crunch step away from her. Pass to the near side. That gets through the defender and played to the point, but held in the zone. Picard shoots it into the bodies. Play still in the corner. Picard slowing things down. Puck goes behind the goal line. Picard wins the battle, but the puck comes behind the net. Comes to the front. Collected. Trying to get a shot away and broken up by Picard, who now gets it to Soroka. Soroka turns up the near side, passes it to the middle. That is slightly behind Good, but it bounces to Soroka. Soroka now charges up. She's got one behind her and one in front. Steps in, moves it wide, loses the puck. It drifts on net. That's going to count. Puck sent up the far side, intercepted by Stray, but she can't hold on to it. It's played to the point and now played out of the zone. Broken up on the far side by Burns. Played forward by the Crunch. That bounced off the ref. Stray gets a stick on it. It's behind Soroka. Soroka plays it forward, but the Crunch intercepts. Crunch now move up the far side of the ice towards the Royal zone. Stepping in, called onside, moves through the middle, broken up. Puck goes on net, and Heller jumps on top of the play. Defensive zone draw will be to Heller's stick side. Looks like it's going to be Stray, Karen, and Burns. Crunch hold it in the zone. Dump pass blocked, stepping to the high slot. Shot bounced up in the air, and Heller gloves it down and hangs on to it. Draw will be to Heller's stick side. Draw one back by the Crunch. Broken up by the Royals. Puck bounced between the defenders. Still in the zone initially, now to Summers. Summers collects and moves up the near side. She gains the red line. Slowed down coming through. But Coburg was offside by a step on the far side of the play. 4:45 remaining in the first period. Draw on the near dot outside of the Crunch end. Barnes, Martinez, and Coburg. Played forward. Martinez steals. She tries to step between the defenders, but loses the puck in the process. Played to the backboards. Martinez slows things down. It will go into the far corner. Sent up the far side. Perkowski steps forward, but can't get the puck deep, and the Crunch will clear the zone on the far side. Picard collects at her blue line and moves to the near side. Picard dumps it up ahead. Martinez can't get on the receiving end of it. Puck bounces free. Picard recollects. She floats it forward. No icing on the play. Martinez to chase, but it's too far. The Crunch get there first and wrap it all the way around on the far side. Collected by the Royals at center. Pass to Picard on the near side. Picard sends it up the middle. That's tipped forward. And Barnes recollects. But Martinez walked in ahead of the play, and the Royals are offside. Offside draw again on the near dot, just outside. Royals with a minor equipment error. Looks like a chin strap was undone. And now we are set to go. Ioni to take the draw. Draw, poke forward. Soroka races forward, can't get to it. It is... Oh, I disagree. I think that was still on the line. But the linesman called it offside, so it is what it is. Offside draw in the same spot, same people, same setup. Draw poked forward by the Crunch, but that goes to Burns. Burns sends it up the far side. That is intercepted by the Crunch, who dump it in to the Royals bench. Draw will be at center because of where the pass came from. I need to take the draw for the Royals. Puck poked between her legs, pushed forward by the Crunch. That goes straight to Picard. Picard turns it up the near side. That's going to miss, but be tapped by the Crunch on the way through, waving off any icing. Soroka charging forward. She can't quite get there in time. Puck dumped hard around, and that is out of the zone past Perkowski. Play up the far side. Crunch move in. 2-on-1 Broken up by Picard in the middle. She pushes the puck to the boards. That will be held in by the Crunch. Slightly overskated. Puck goes to Prokoski. Prokoski rattles it up. That is held in. And blocked now out of the zone by Good. Crunch recollect at center. Play it to the near side over Sawaka's stick. She gets a stick on it first. Plays it forward. She gets dumped on the play. No call from the rest. Puck shot up the far side by the Crunch. Turned up the boards. Summers steps forward. She shovels it ahead. Crunch collect just inside their zone and move to the near side. Crunch moving forward. Puck poked away briefly. And now it's left free. And that will be offside on the Crunch. Player went too far forward and couldn't get back in time as the slow-moving puck just drifted over the blue line on them. Draw will be just in front of the Royals bench. Draw one to the outside, played back towards the middle, and winds up on Burns' stick. Burns rockets it ahead. That is slowed down by the Crunch at center. Charging forward. Now broken up. Karen couldn't get a good stick on it. Played up the near side. Crunch gained the zone. Hold up at the circle. Shot. Gloved by Heller, who hangs on. Draw will be to Heller's glove side. Royals getting a little bit of a change. It will be Barnes, Coburg, and Martinez as the forwards. Barnes wins the puck to the outside. It gets played up to the point where, the Crunch hold the zone. Played up the near side. Dumped back behind the goal line. Centering feed in the skates. It's loose. Now knocked by the Crunch back into the near corner. Crunch get there first. Floated behind the net. Centering feed comes in front, but goes between the legs. Tipped up. Not out. That is in the equipment, and the Crunch hold the zone. Playing to the near side. Puck dumped back deep. Centering feed bounced off of Barnes' skate. Play in the corner. Knocked behind the net. Puck will rattle to the far side. Crunch collect there. Play it into the corner. Moving behind the net. Dropped to the center behind the net. Centering feed broken up by Seeley. Puck comes to the near side. Martinez can't get on the receiving end of it. Now collected by Burns. Burns plays it across. That is tipped by Karen coming out of the zone. And the Crunch will collect at the blue line. Karen pressuring, but the puck is sent past her out of the Crunch end. Martinez shoulders the play off. Puck gets left at neutral. Crunch recollect, get back on side, and now move to the center of the ice. Crunch move forward on the near side, dumped into the zone. Ioni will chase it down behind her net. She slows down, plays it up the middle. Dangerous play, intercepted by the Crunch, who can't get a stick on a follow-up, bounces off a skate to the far side. Collected by the Crunch, sent across. That's going to miss everybody and come to the near boards. Played up by the Royals and now tipped out of the zone where Martinez is behind everybody. Martinez racing forward all alone. She's got Ioni coming with her. Martinez shoots, blocked by the goalie. Play pushed behind the net to Ioni and pushed up the far side where the Crunch come out of the zone. One-on-one into the Royals end. Picard breaks the play up at the blue line. Puck pushed back into the neutral zone. Sent to the middle. Crunch get back on side. Step into the Royals end. Pressured by a pair of Royals. Centering feed. No one home for the blue shirts. And the puck goes to the far side where Stray collects. She gets pickpocketed. Now bounced up and out, but no icing on the play. Puck will roll all the way to the back of the Crunch end. Sent up the middle. That will be intercepted by Seeley. Seeley turns back up. She shoots it ahead. And the Royals were not hustling to get out of the zone, so they are offside. Draw at center. Controlled by the Royals. Moving to the near side. That is pushed forward to Summers. Summers can't get it into the zone, but she wins the battle, kicking the puck ahead. Puck goes all the way to the Crunch backboards. 18 seconds remaining. Crunch pressured on the backboards. Pushed to the near side. Intercepted by Stray. Stray centers. Bounced in front. Loose puck. Collected by the Crunch with 10 seconds remaining. Crunch move up the near side of the ice. Crunch gain the red zone. Dump it in. That will go behind the net. 2 seconds. 1 second. Centering feed off the cage. Bounce to the front and played away by the Royals. End of one. Score is 1-0 to your Queen City Royals. That is going to do it for the first intermission. Teams switching sides for the second. The Crunch in blue, who just broke their huddle, will be moving left to right for the second period. The Royals in white will be moving right to left. Crunch get their starting lineup out for the period. Royals will start this period with Perkowski and Picard on defense. And it looks like we will have Barnes, Coburg, and Martinez as the forwards. Referee going over to talk to the timekeeper for a second. Well, it looks like something fell down over there, so he collected whatever, or she collected whatever was loose. Teams are set, and we are ready to go for the second. Puck one forward off the draw by the Royals, but controlled by the Crunch. Played into the Royals end. Battle on the half boards. Played forward to Martinez. Martinez can't get it out of the zone. Second effort gets the puck through. Moves it past the defender. Chips it ahead. And now it's a foot race. Martinez gets her stick whacked away. No call by the refs. Crunch control on the boards. Play of the far side. Dumped forward. Held and now shot out of the zone. Picard racing back to get to it. She bounces off the boards, but that goes straight to the Crunch. Oh no, it's missed. And now moving up the near side. Karen gets her pocket picked. Puck played, Coburg. Karen gets shoved into the boards. And the Crunch win the puck. No call on the clear check there. Puck played to the center, collected by the Crunch, who now skate up the near side. Crunch, pressure coming through, recollected off the poke. Puck goes to the far side, drifts to the middle. Turnaround shot is going to go way wide and will be collected by Barnes. Barnes moves behind her net to the far side. Chipped up, that will come out of the zone and be missed by the defender, and icing is waved off. Good, gets a chance. She's going to get there all alone. Turnaround fans on the centering feed, and the Crunch will just collect. Moving up the near side, Crunch float the puck out the center. That's going to be tipped past Burns, who races back to get to it. She gets shouldered off the play and then shoves the player into the boards. And then the Crunch return the favor, but I don't think the Crunch are going to go on this one. Crunch are going to get their second power play off a check by the Royals. Excuse me, they called a rough, not a check. Defensive zone draw to start the penalty kill with 14:38 left in the period. Royals had to get a player off. So we are now set for this draw. This will be to Heller's stick side to start the penalty. Stray, Summers, Picard, and Seeley. Puck one in the middle, bash to the far point, and that is going to drift out of the zone on the far side. Crunch collect at neutral, played to the near side, cut back to the middle of the ice, and now step into the zone. Moving into the middle, shot, gloved by Heller, who hangs on. Not 100% sure if that was on net, but I'm calling it anyway because it looked good. Draw to Heller's glove side this time. Sorry, they are a minute 30 penalties, not 2 minutes. One to the middle, poked away, puck bounces to the near side, collected by the Crunch at the circle. Centering feed, sticked away by Summers in the middle, puck will go to the far boards. Summers charges over, puck dumped past her into the corner. Played past Picard, centering feed, doesn't go, follow-up shot, blocked by Heller, who got a leg in the way. Play pushed behind the net, moving to the far side. Picard breaks it up, dumped back behind the goal. Seeley gets there. She plays it past the defender, and Picard collects. She dumps it up to the far point. That will be held in by the Crunch. Crunch steps to the circle. Shot. Doesn't make it through. Now played behind the net. Moving to the near side. Played back deep by Seeley. Seeley keeps it below the goal line. Puck bounces to the bottom of the circle. Comes away. Follow-up. Fanned on. Pushed to the blue line. Held in. Shot comes in. Heller got a leg in the way of that one, and the Crunch couldn't get a follow-up shot. Play on the near boards. Played to the top of the circle. Moving to the slot. Shot. Kicked aside by Heller. Play winds up at the side of the net. Heller's complaining that was stuffed underneath her. So the Royals score on a power play opportunity, and it is now a tied game. Puck one to the outside. Crunch get on it first. Play it to Picard. Picard dumps it up. That is broken up by the Crunch and played back into their own zone. Played up the far side. That's going to miss everybody and go for an icing. We will now see how the Royals respond after getting scored on here. Offensive zone draw after the icing. Barnes to take. This will be to the goalie's glove side. Draw one back into the corner by the Crunch. Crunch send it around the net to the near side. They'll race over. Broken up by Burns, now played out to neutral. This will be dumped down. Seeley chases it down in her own zone. Didn't make it for icing. Seeley turns back out the near side, but that is given away. Collected by the Crunch. Shot collected by Heller, who hangs on to it. .12:53 left in the second period, and we will have a draw to Heller's stick side. Draw one to the outside, controlled by the Crunch. Shot from the point goes off a skate, bounces behind the goal line. Centering feed, left in the circle, now cleared to the outside. Good, can't get on it. Crunch pushed the puck back behind the net. Collected by Seeley, who floats it up the far side. That was slowed down off the bounce on the boards. Broken up in front and bounced out of the zone at the near point. Crunch will collect at center. Turning up the middle. Broken up by the Royals. Puck bounced to the outside. Played forward by Ani. She overskates the puck. Slams on the brakes. Recollected. Royals step into the zone. Sawaka gets taken down from behind, and there is again no call on the Crunch. Played to the near point. And they're going to call the offsides just barely over the line, but they're not calling any checking on the Crunch at this point. Draw one to the outside. Royals control and dump into the Crunch end. Chased down by Coburg. Battle behind the net. Coburg wins it. She can't get a stick on it in time. Played off the outside of the cage. It comes in front. Shot by Stray is swallowed by the goalie, who does not give up a rebound. Draw will be to the goalie's stick side. Stray to take. Puck left on the dot, now played forward by the Crunch. That comes to Picard. Picard floats it forward. That is broken up by a Crunch skate and played out of the zone. Picard collects in neutral, dumps it up the far side. That's intercepted by the Crunch, who now skate up the far side of the ice. Picard slows things down coming into the zone. Play winds up in the skates. It's still free, pushed now to the board. Summers tries to get a stick on it. Succeeds in doing so, plays it to the middle. That's going to come all the way across. Crunch win the foot race, broken up by Stray. Coburg couldn't get the puck out of the zone. It is played across, now tipped out by Summers. Crunch collect in neutral. Get back on side. Crunch circling, now playing up the near side. That is tipped into the zone, but Pekoski will get to it first. She shoots it behind the net. That is into Picard's skates. Now played up the far side. Crunch hold the zone. That bounce to Summers. Summers has the pass, and it is behind Coburg, who could not, behind Coburg, who could not get on the receiving end of it. Icing on the Royals. Draw will be to Heller's glove side. 10:59 remaining in the second period. Barnes takes the draw to Heller's glove side. One to the outside, tipped ahead, but the Crunch control. Play from the point comes all the way across into the near corner. Karen can't get on the receiving end of it. Crunch moved to the middle. Shot blocked, poked by Barnes. Crunch recollect. Barnes slows the play down on the far side. Puck goes into the corner. Sealy dumps it up. Collected by the Crunch at the point. Pushed to the middle. Broken up. Puck goes into the circle. Sent to the boards. Crunch get on it first. Played in. That goes behind the net and into the near corner. Crunch win the battle. Centering feed blocked. Battle on the boards. Played towards the point. Held in by the Crunch. Shot goes off of Sealy's legs. It's under the bodies. Now collected by the Crunch. That comes to the middle. Broken up. Puck loose. And then swept away by Barnes. Puck goes through the far boards. Dumped deep by the Crunch. Sealy will go get it behind her net. She moves to the near side. She gets her pocket picked. Crunch try to get to the middle. They succeed. Shot doesn't have anything on it. Follow up. Left free. Follow up shot. Goes on Heller, who blocks it out. And the play goes to the far side. Now skating up the far side of the ice. Burns will move forward. She gains the zone. Burns steps in on the near side. Holds up in the corner. Floats the puck towards the middle. Martinez tries to get on the receiving end of it. Karen does. Her shot goes on net. Goalie had to block it to the side. Sorry, I had the camera pointing slightly wrong. Play pushed into the far corner. Karen gets there first. She centers. That it just bounces over Martinez's stick. Play off the near boards. Crunch get there first. Martinez tries to break it up. She succeeds in doing so, but the Crunch seal. It moves to the far side. Karen can't get there on time. Played up. Martinez gets the stick on it, steps into the zone, chips it past the defender, and then goes behind to collect. Martinez will pick it up behind the net. Stuff attempt left in front. Bounce free. That will be held in at the blue line by Perkowski. She shoots. That is tipped on net by Martinez. It doesn't go. Play in the far corner. Pushed up into the circle by the Crunch, who now skate out of the zone. Sweep by Perkowski slows things down, and Picard comes over to help out and wins the battle. Picard, her pass blocked. Follow-up shot into the middle. Perkowski intercepts and dumps it up. That will be missed by the Crunch, but icing waved off. They say she tipped it. Good charging forward. She's not going to get there in time. She takes a whack at it. Play on the boards, fanned on. Sorotka slows things down on the boards, sends it to the middle. That goes to Good. Good can't get a shot away. Puck bounces to the far side. Sealy holds the zone. She steps up the boards. Centering feed blocked by a stick. Bounced behind the net. Slowed down by Sorotka. Centering feed comes straight to Good, who fans on the shot opportunity. Puck now played out of the zone. Stray couldn't get over to seal things off. Burns chips it ahead. Now play through her up the near side. Crunch get their pocket picked. Played back out of the zone. Crunch have to get back on side. They do so and dump the puck in where Sealy will collect. She overskates. Played behind the goal line. Back to Sealy by Heller. Sealy now moves up the near side. She steps forward. Loses the puck coming out of the zone. Broken up and now played up the near side. But no one for the Royals was there. Sorotka moving forward to pressure, but the Crunch win the battle and dump it deep into the Royals' end. Puck rattles all the way to the far side. Collected by the Crunch in the corner. Moving behind the net. Battle there. Puck comes into the circle where it is broken up by the Royals to the boards. Collected by Sorotka. Her outlet pass is blocked. Crunch collect. Fan on the shot attempt. Steps the circle shot. And that will be gloved by Heller, who hangs on. .7:35 remaining in the second period. Draw will be to Heller's stick side. Barnes to take this draw. Won by the Royals to the outside, chipped up by Perkowski, and now it's a foot race for it. It is not going to make it. Icing called off. Crunch get there first, play it up the boards. Perkowski steps up, holds the zone, pushes the puck back deep, but no one's in the corner to help out. Crunch will collect behind their net. Sent back to the near side. Broken up in the corner. Puck bounces into the slot, but the Crunch get there first. Played up the far side. That is broken up by Picard. Puck drifts to the Royals bench. Played forward by Summers. Puck dumped deep. Crunch will get there behind the net. Dropped back to the far corner. Summers pressuring. Crunch played up the middle. And slowed down coming out of the zone. Perkowski bashes it ahead. Crunch will again collect behind their goal. Crunch play to the front. Stuff attempt doesn't go. I think that was Coburg on the shot attempt there. That shot goes on goal, and the goalie hangs on to it. Draw will be to the Crunch goalie's glove side. Draw controlled by Barnes. Dumped behind the net. That will go to Karen, who couldn't quite get there with the ref standing in the way. Play up the near side. Block forward. Sorry, that's Coburg, not Karen. No, it is Karen. Played up. Martinez can't quite get on the receiving end of that. Played back up neutral. Pushed up the far side. Dumped ahead. Martinez can't quite reach back for it. Sealy breaks the play up at center. Trying to shovel the pass ahead. Karen comes over with a push. Now bashed up. That's going to bounce off of Martinez's stick. And the Crunch will collect in their zone. Dumped up the near side. That's going to be away from everybody. And go for an icing. Offensive zone draw for the Royals will be to the Crunch goalie's stick side this time. We will have Ioni, Sirwatka, and Good as the forwards for this. Picard and Prokowski on defense. Draw controlled by the Crunch. Played up the boards. That bounces to Prokowski. Prokowski collects and then doesn't have anything on the shot. She tips it ahead. That goes to Sirwatka. Sirwatka's turnaround shot partially blocked, and it will trickle on net where the goalie will cover. Draw should be to the goalie's glove side this time. I need to take the draw again. Draw still in the circle, now played into the corner. Ioni's going to get there first. She gets a stick lift. Puck pushed into the corner. Sirwatka charges over. She drops it back, and that is knocked past Picard. Picard turns around and recollects. That is played to Prokowski. Prokowski dumps up the near side, intercepted. Now played up to Ioni. Ioni can't quite get on the receiving end, but it is played by the Crunch in their own end. Broken up in the middle. Puck bounced forward. Royals got back on side, but it will be controlled by the Crunch in their own zone. Chipped up the near boards. Prokowski steps up, slows the play down. She plays the puck back to the boards. Crunch get on it. Played up the middle, tipped forward by Sirwatka. Crunch defenders jump on it at the blue line. Skating up the middle of the ice. Crunch step into the Royal zone. Broken up in the middle. It's left behind. Shot goes over the goal. Play to the corner. Battle there, and Prokowski will wrap it around to the far side. Sirwatka charging over. She blocks the puck. It's bounced back, and Sirwatka gets on the receiving end. Sirwatka moves up the far side. She tips it into the zone and then goes for a change. Crunch collect in the corner, shoot it up the far side. That will be held in at the blue line by Sealy. Sealy steps forward, shot, doesn't have anything on it, bounces to Summers. Summers' shot is blocked, and the Crunch will collect in the slot. Crunch move up the near side. Burns pressuring, Sealy sealing off the angle. Puck dumped deep. Centered, comes in front, and doesn't go to a Crunch stick. Played at the point. And there's a Crunch player down on the boards at the end. She looks like she's holding on to her knee. We have people helping out the down player. It's going to be just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be muted until something else is happening. We will see what happens. I will inform everybody as I know more details. All right, she is up. She is getting help to the bench. Seems to be moving under her own power at the bench. Draw will be just in front of the Crunch bench, as the Crunch were the last ones to touch the puck in the zone. 4:24 remaining in the second period. Draw one to the middle, controlled by the Royals. Prokowski plays the puck to the near side. She sends it ahead. That will be intercepted by the Crunch. That is played behind Martinez, but further into the Crunch zone. Martinez moves over to seal off the corner. She slightly succeeds in doing so, but the puck does bounce out of the zone. 3-on-2 developing if the Crunch get ahead. Now tipped into the zone past Picard. Picard moves into the corner. She slows things down in the corner. She tries to sweep the puck ahead, and now the Royals will collect. Barnes steps up the far side. That is poked away. Bounces to Prokowski, who plays it forward. That goes to Martinez. Martinez chips the puck forward. Recollects. She got slowed down through. Moves, shoots. And that does not go. Goalie got in the way of that attempt. Played up, now out of the zone by the Crunch. One-on-one moving to the Royals end. Crunch step around Picard. And Picard gets in the way of the shot. Puck winds up behind the net. Shoveled into the near corner. Good. Drifted in. Crunch get there first. Played to the point. Collected at the point. Shot. Tipped in front. Heller got in the way and blocked it into the far corner. Play from the far corner. Pushed up. That is intercepted by the Crunch. Centering feed blocked by Barnes. Barnes floats it up. That is off of Martinez. Good, races over. She can't get there. Shot. Heller blocked, and then it is collected by Prokowski. Sent behind the net. Royals get it to the point, not out of the zone. Played forward. Now collected by Picard, who bounces it off the near side. It's now a foot race. Martinez is going to chase it down. No icing on the play. Martinez gets taken down trying to get to the puck. And again, the refs keep their whistles in the pockets when the Crunch takes somebody down. Played up the near side. Broken up, and now the Crunch move in. Played forward. Coburg shoulders her way through. Sealy overskates, gets the puck into the corner, and now recollects. Sealy moves up the near side. She bounces the puck off the boards and out. And that is going to go all the way down for an icing. .2:30 left in the second period. Draw to Heller's stick side. One to the outside by the Royals. Bashed down. And that will be icing on the Royals. That took 6 seconds off the clock, so 2:24. Draw again to Heller's stick side. Ioni to take. It's one to the outside. Pushed back into the circle. Now to the point. Shot from the point. Blocked by Coburg. Coburg loses control. Ioni has to go back and get it. She shovels it ahead, and now collected by Coburg. Coburg steps forward on the near side. She moves to the circle. Shot is going to go wide of the goal. Play on the far side. Ioni can't get there in time. Crunch get it out of the zone. Broken up by Burns, and now played into the Royals' end. Crunch try to get to the middle, broken up by Ani. Puck left behind. Crunch get there in the corner. Centering feed comes all the way through to the near corner. Bounced up the board, sent to the front, swept aside. It's in the skates, and then broken up. Follow-up shot doesn't go. Sealy got in the way of that one. Play on the backboards. Pushed back behind the goal line. Crunch get to it first, push it behind the net. Ioni knocks it into the corner. Sealy gets shoved out of the way. No interference call on the Crunch there. Centering feed comes to the front, blocked by Heller, and that bounced away from the Crunch player. Moving on the far side. Sraka gets her pocket pick. Ref holds the zone for the Royals. Played forward. Now the Crunch collect and skate out. Pushed up the middle. That is broken up by Coburg. Played to the boards. Stray gets a stick on it. And that puck was in the bodies And it looks like it was actually in the pants. So we will have a draw at center as that puck was in the equipment. 55.9 seconds remaining in the second period. Draw eventually controlled by the Royals. Fan on the lead pass. Crunch, intercept, dump it into the Royal zone. Prokowski will chase it down in the corner. She pushes it up the far boards. That bounced away from Summers. Shot from distance, blocked down by Prokowski. Prokowski plays it to the boards. Crunch get on the receiving end. Centering feed comes to the middle, but only Picard there. Picard now moves up the middle of the ice. Picard cuts to the outside, moving up the near side. Stepping into the zone. She pushes the puck to the middle, but only blue jerseys there. Picard slows things down on the near side. It is collected by Good. Good pushes it towards the net. Goalie moved out to block that to the backboard. Centering feed doesn't make it to a white jersey. Crunch move it back behind the net. Good moves into the near corner to collect with 15 seconds remaining in the period. She gets hammered into the boards. Crunch collect behind the net and move to the far side. Now playing to the middle. That is tipped up and out of the zone with 5 seconds remaining. Picard chasing it down in her own zone. She reverses it up the near side. Good slows things down, and that's going to do it for 2. End of 2. It is all tied up at 1. There will be an extended intermission here as there will be a ice cut in between the second and third periods. I will see everybody when we come back. Welcome back, everybody, for the third period of this game. This is the Queen City Royals versus Tampa Bay Crunch. 14U Tier 2 action at the Southeast District's National Qualifier Tournament. Teams all tied up at 1. There was a cut of the ice between the second and the third period, so fresh sheet for this final frame. Teams back to their original sides. Royals in white will be moving left to right, and the Crunch in blue will be moving right to left. All tied up at 1. 16 minutes on the clock. And we are just about set to go. Crunch get their starting lineup out for the third period. Royals still at the bench getting final coaching. Ref just blew the whistle, telling them to get on the ice for this period. Royals will start the final frame with Barnes, Karen, and Martinez as the forwards. Perkowski and Picard on defense. We are set to go. Draw one back by the Royals. Picard plays it up the near side. That will be intercepted by the Crunch. Played back out to neutral. Pass to the middle. Bashed ahead. That is blocked by Karen, but not deep in the zone. Played forward, by Picard. Or Coburg. I'll get the names right eventually. Played forward on the far side. Broken up by Perkowski. Perkowski steps forward. Shovels it ahead. That goes straight to a Crunch stick. Crunch play it up the near side. Played to the boards. Picard breaks the play up. She floats it forward. Blocked by a skate, bouncing into the Crunch zone. Martinez got a stick in the way of it. Played up. That goes back to neutral. Picard collects on the near boards. She plays it back to the boards. Coburg gets a stick on it. Played forward. Ioni steps onto the ice and dumps the puck deep. Crunch collect deep in their own zone, moving to the far side. Played up the far boards. Broken up by Ioni. Ioni pushes the puck back behind the net and goes to collect. She gets pickpocketed by the Crunch, who move up the near side. Ioni took a whack. That puck is blocked by Karen's skate back into the zone. Played across the middle. Crunch will move to the far side now. Played up the middle. That bounced away, and Burns plays it up. Coburg tips the puck into the zone. Martinez forward to pressure. Puck dumped past Martinez. Stray charges up the far side. She slows things down on the boards. Crunch get a stick on it and now play it out of the zone. Crunch move up the middle of the ice. Recollected, slowed down coming into the zone. Broken up at the point, and now Soraka will collect it with speed. Soraka moves up 1-on-2 into the Crunch end. She gets the puck swept away, but will collect on the near boards. Soraka centers. That goes on goal, and it is blocked away by the goalie. Play to the far side. Tipped out of the zone. Crunch now moving 3-on-1. Moving in. Picard. Shot. Blocked. Follow up. Heller got the first one, but the rebound bounced straight to a Crunch stick, and the Crunch get their first their first lead of the game. It is now 2-1 to the Crunch. Royals now need to get some offense going if we want to win this game. Draw one to the outside by the Royals. Seeley will collect there. She plays it up. That is blocked. It doesn't make it to Summers. Seeley chips it forward. Broken up by Karen, and she wins the battle, dumps the puck deep. Crunch collect in their zone. That is blocked by Summers into the near corner. Summers charges forward. Crunch get there first, but Fan on the outlet pass. Centering feed comes to Seeley. Seeley's shot doesn't go. It is blocked away and pushed back to the point. Left behind by everybody, now collected. Crunch can't get out of the zone initially. Seeley gets some help at the point. Most of the Royals are over there, and the puck gets knocked deep. Coburg forward to pressure. It comes to Stray. Stray takes a shot. That's blocked in front by the Crunch defenders. Shot off the backboards behind the net into the far corner. Play up the far side. Crunch will exit the zone. Crunch move up the far side. Slowed down by Burns, but chip pass. Crunch will recollect. Bouncing puck. Drop back. That is tipped ahead by Summers, but not out of the zone. Shot in. Heller blocks. Follow-up is pushed wide. Play comes to the near side. Seeley tips it to the point. Still in the zone. Second ever gets the puck out to Coburg. Coburg cuts through. She took a whack to the skates. Steps into the zone. Shoots. Blocked down by the goalie, and then it is pushed back underneath her. The whistle blew before it was free. Oh, the ref's calling for it loose. I thought the whistle blew. Royals still with it. Centering feed comes to Barnes. Barnes can't get a stick on it, and now the crunch will come out of the zone. Floated up the middle. Played into the zone, knocked behind the net. Royals overskate. Puck played into the corner. Picard pushes it up the near side. Crunch get on it first. It bounces free to Karen. Karen tips it out of the zone. Crunch intercept and now skate up the middle. That's moved past Martinez. Crunch move into the zone. Played wide. Swept in. Heller sticked that to the side. Play on the near boards. Martinez goes flying. Puck still in the zone. And now Picard steps out with it. Picard moves up the near side. She steps into the crunch zone. Takes a shot from distance. That is gloved by the goalie, who hangs on. It would be real nice if the refs would actually call something on the crunch. I'm not sure that one was necessarily it initially, but the follow-through definitely was. Offensive zone draw will be to the goalie's glove side. One back by the crunch. Crunch wrap it behind their net to the far side. Crunch get their first end, now play it out. Moving ahead, Seeley comes back to cut off the angle and succeeds in doing so. Shoveled up the far side, that is still in the zone, dumped deep, now knocked forward. That's going to go for an icing on the Royals. Defensive zone draw for the Royals will be to Heller's stick side. Iani to take the draw. One by the crunch to the slot. Shot misses the near pipe by just a couple inches. Players falling down in the slot. Bouncing puck comes to the blue line, but held in. Battle on the near boards. Soroka reaches in and steals the puck. She moves up the near side, plays it to the boards, but that will be broken up by the crunch. Puck bounced to Seeley. Seeley steps into the zone. She plays it into the near corner, where the crunch fan on the dump attempt, but recollect behind the net. Played up to the far circle, now played to the point. Not out of the zone initially, now played out by the crunch. Crunch play the puck to the near side. Collected on the near side and dumped into the Royals, and Prokowski back to collect behind her net. She moves to the far side, chipped up the boards. Iani shovels it ahead. She gets run into, but the puck that puck came over the blue line, but it is called onside. Puck pushed up the far boards, broken up by Prokowski. Soroka comes back to help out. Bouncing puck goes to a crunch stick, and the shot is smothered by Heller. Draw to Heller's stick side, controlled by the crunch. Turning into the corner, that centering feed is going to come all the way across to the near corner. Picard breaks the play up. She will collect the puck off the backboards, reversing back to the near side. Picard steps forward. She gets her pocket pick, goes back to get the puck, bounces it up. That misses Summers. Bouncing puck will go to Picard. Picard floats it forward. That is collected by Coburg. Coburg chips it through and then recollects. She loses the handle, has to chase the puck down in the far corner. She wins the battle. Centering feed doesn't go to the front. Behind the net. Coburg centers, that comes to Summers. Summers shot, blocked by the goalie, sent to the high slot, bouncing to the near side. Follow-up shot goes wide of the net, collected by Coburg. She gets her pocket picked, and the crunch will step away on the far side. Puck played out to neutral, shoveled ahead by Burns. That bounces off of Stray, back to the boards. Shoving, puck pushed back into the bodies, now free. Coburg being shoved away from the play. Crunch will step away with the puck. Played forward, broken up by Burns. Stray collects and tries to hit Martinez in stride, but the crunch intercept. Crunch moved into the zone, stepping wide to the near side, trying to get around Seeley. Crunch move behind the net. Stuff attempt doesn't go, and then is cleared up the middle of the ice. Play up the middle. Karen can't get away with the puck. Bouncing puck, overskated by Barnes, now collected. Karen moves up the middle of the ice. She gains the zone. And that was called offside for some reason, but our players were touching the blue line. So the refs with a couple of of questionable offside calls here. 9:06 remaining in the third period. Barnes wins the draw back to Picard. Picard steps to the near side, floats it up. That does not make it to Martinez. Crunch turn it back to Picard. Picard steps past the pressure and steps up the near side. She moves into the zone. Her centering feed blocked. Picard falls down on the play. Crunch get to it first. Barnes can't get in the way of the outlet pass. It is played out the middle of the ice. Slowed down by Pekoski. Barnes comes back, bashes it up the boards. Crunch collect in neutral and then have to drop it back as they were way offside on the far side. Pass up the near side. That's going to miss everybody and be icing on the Crunch. 8:33 left in the third period. Draw one back by the Royals to the point. Shoveled back into the middle. That's behind Ioni, but she turns around, gets a shot away. That is blocked by the goalie. Play back up the far boards, pushed ahead. Ioni shovels it forward. Crunch intercept. Play back to the boards. Good. Dumps it ahead. That will go to Soraka. Soraka behind the net. Gets pickpocketed, and the Crunch step away to the near side. Crunch pass up on the near side, now to the middle. That is behind the forward, but the trailer will charge forward and collect. Played into the zone now. Royals back deep to collect. Bashed behind the net to Soraka. Soraka chips it ahead. Can't get it out of the zone. Bouncing puck now dumped out to center where the Crunch collect. Crunch hold at the blue line, pressured by Soraka. Soraka pokes the puck away, but the Crunch turn around and get back on it. Played up the near side. Puck came out to neutral. Drifting across, still onside. Sealy now moves to the far side. She shovels it ahead. Soraka slows things down at the blue line. She gets shouldered off the play after the puck left. Puck comes free. Soraka charges over. Crunch play the puck to the near side. Poked ahead by Coburg. Coburg trying to get to it behind the net. She gets shouldered off the play and then run into the net. Again, no call. Play at the point. It's in the skates. Pekoski can't hold the zone. Play on the boards. Puck bounced ahead. Pekoski bashes it to the boards 2 times. Crunch over skate. Stray moves forward, wins the battle, and then lobs that into the Crunch bench. Draw will be at center. Crunch win the draw. Summers falls down trying to get to it. Crunch step up the near side, broken up by Stray. Shoveled ahead. That will land on Picard's stick. Picard plays it up to Summers. That's going to miss everybody. Crunch will collect at the blue line. Played forward, knocked ahead by Picard. Crunch get on the bouncing puck in the center of the blue line. Played out the far side. That's going to miss everybody. And Burns will chase it down in the far circle in her own zone. She moves behind the net to the near side, rattles it off the glass and out of the zone. Played across. That will drift offside. And the ref blew that whistle. Offside draw will be in front of the Royals bench. Puck knocked forward. Martinez stepped forward, got a stick on it, broke the play up, trying to get through the defenders. Martinez gets knocked over on the play, and the Crunch step away with it. Broken up and played back by the Royals. Pushed up the near side. Crunch intercept. Slowed down coming over the line, stepping away from Sealy. Moving, shot off the pipe. That does not go. Play on the far boards. Karen shoving there. Puck comes free, shoveled ahead. Held in by the Crunch. Blocked back to the circle. Bashed behind the net by the Royals. Play off the near side. Crunch win the battle. Stepping to the slot. Moving in. Shot. Misses the net to the far side. Play up the far boards. Held in by the Crunch. Bounced into the circle. Centering feed blocked. Puck centered again. That is blocked by Heller. Play at the side of the net. Now the Royals step away with it. That is dumped up and out. And they're going to call that icing, even though it was clearly touched by the defender at the point. .5:44 remaining in the third period. Every game counts in this one, so the Royals need to score. Draw one by the Crunch to the middle. Played forward up the near side. Soraka can't get on the receiving end of it, and the Crunch dumped the puck deep. Prokowski gets there first. Her outlet pass is blocked. She moves now behind the net. Moving to the far side. Picard shouldered a player down in front. No call there, fortunately, for the Royals. Crunch collect at the blue line. That lead pass is partially blocked by Soroka. Play comes to Ioni on the near side. It's moved past her. Swept into the zone. Picard breaks the play up, and Prokowski will collect in the corner. Played up the near side, intercepted. Blocked by Prokowski back behind the goal. Prokowski moves to the far side. She gets her pocket picked by the Crunch. Crunch move it into the corner. Slow things down there. Puck tipped forward. Collected fan on the shot attempt, and Ioni will step away with it. Ioni and Soroka are moving up. They're 2-0 if they get ahead. Moving ahead. Crunch are going to get players back as Ioni did not have the speed. Broken up at the blue line, tipped in, and the Royals are going to be offside on the play. 4:53 remaining in the third period. Offside draw will be on the near dot outside of the Crunch end. Stray, Summers, and Coburg as the forwards for this draw. Puck bounces to the near side. Summers gets to it first. Seeley comes over to help out. Played forward. Coburg tips it into the zone, but that's too far for her to get to. She blocks the outlet pass. Seeley holds the zone initially, and then it is played out to center. Broken up by Stray. Seeley turns it around, but that's straight to the Crunch. Played forward. Seeley gets on the receiving end of it. She floats it forward. That bounced off a body, but the Crunch defenders will collect at their blue line. Shot up the far side, bounced off of Coburg. Slowed down by Stray, but it bounced away from her. Crunch move into the Royal zone. Shot from distance will be blocked by Heller, who just covers. .420 remaining in the third. Barnes to take the draw to Heller's stick side. One back cleanly by the Crunch. Poked by Burns. Burns gets it forward to Karen. Karen and Martinez are moving up the ice. 2-on-1 into the zone. Karen gains the zone. Moves to the middle. Shot through the legs. Blocked by the goalie. It's loose. Play held in. Puck bounced behind the goal by Martinez. Martinez tries to get it to the front. Puck still behind. Martinez backhands it towards the front. That's blocked by the defenders. Play into the corner. Martinez gets her pocket picked. Now battle on the near board. Seeley holds his own, but doesn't have much on that dump attempt. It goes between the legs and is dumped around to the far side. Prokowski misses the hold attempt, and the puck comes all the way to the Royals' end. Seeley charging over to cut off the angle. Crunch get there first. Seeley breaks it up, and it is knocked behind the goal by Prokowski. Played by the Crunch back to the far side. Centering feed comes to the high slot. Collected shot. Blocked in front by Barnes, and now blocked by Heller at the goal. Played up the near side. Puck comes out, and Martinez picks it up. She moves in with some speed. She gets slowed down coming through. Shot blocked by the goalie, and it almost goes through. Play on the far side now. End-to-end hockey broken up by Burns. She gets a shove from behind. Picard comes over to help out. Picard moves behind her net. Pressure coming around. Picard comes up the near side. She overskates, gets the puck out of the zone, but gets slowed down there. Knocked ahead. Soroka can't get on the receiving end of that. Crunch dump it forward. Collected by Burns. Burns moves up the far side. Stepping forward, Burns gains the zone, has Soroka. Burns steps past the defender, moves, shoots, blocked down by the goalie. Play on the far side. Crunch get out of the zone, knocked away, and Ioni will pick up the puck. Ioni charges up the middle, loses the puck coming over the blue line. Crunch knock it away. Played to the near boards. Royals got back on side. Soroka plays the puck into the zone. She gets shouldered off the puck, and the Crunch step away with it. Broken up by Ioni, but the puck does come out to neutral. Seeley steps forward. Slows things down. Puck bounces back to Soroka. Soroka plays it forward. That will go across the zone. Good charging in to get to it. She is not going to get there in time. She blocks the outlet pass, however. Play back in the corner. Pushed up the middle of the ice. That doesn't go to Seeley. Stray comes charging in. Now the Crunch come out. They've got a cherry picker. That does not go. And Seeley's going to get back to get on the receiving end. She plays it up the near side. Intercepted by the Crunch. Play in the corner. Centering feet goes behind the net. Pushed back to the near side. Summers turning for it. She slows things down. Puck pushed past her. Centering feet comes to Stray in front, and she plays it up the far side. That will be collected by Coburg. Coburg moves up the far side with Summers to her right. Coburg gets shoved down. She loses the puck. Stray gets there in the corner. Stray's centering feed doesn't go. Coburg back to help out in the corner. Coburg steps away with it. Moves to the near side. Centering feed bounces through the blue paint and into the far circle. Collected by the Crunch. How was that? That must have gone off that little pad. Played back, and Coburg collects. Coburg moves up the far side. She gets shoved down. off the play. Again, the refs do not call any of what are very clearly calls in this league. Puck dumped in deep. Burns to collect with 1:11 remaining. Burns gets shouldered off the play. Centering feed bounced off of Barnes. Played to the middle, poked away by the Royals, and now collected by Karen. Karen charges up the ice. 1-on-1. She moves in the zone. Blast blocked by a skate. Puck bounces into the far corner. Sawaka can't get there in time. Crunch played up the far side. Played forward. Crunch play it ahead. That will be broken up by Picard. Picard collects. Her outlet pass is blocked. Played into the corner. Pushed up the near side. That goes to a Crunch stick. Broken up in the circle. Royals collect beside the net. Seeley turns to the far side. She gets the puck stolen. Stuff attempt blocked by Heller. Play on the far side. Royals pass it up. Bouncing puck held in the zone. Shot from distance. Scooped up by Heller, who hangs on to it with 30 seconds remaining in the game. Royals have 30 seconds to get something going here. And the Royals have called a timeout. That's going to do it for the timeout. If this is anything like Chicago, the Crunch are going to win this draw and just freeze it against the boards, killing any time remaining, in the game. Crunch getting their players out. 30.4 seconds remaining in the game. Royals now breaking the huddle. Royals win the draw to the outside. Stolen by the Crunch. Crunch again, freeze it against the boards, just like they did in Chicago. Played forward, that will be broken up by the Crunch. Crunch, seal it again, play it to the boards. Dumped deep behind the net. Burns collects there, she plays it to the near side, collected by Picard. Picard dumps it up the middle, that hits Cobourg. Cobourg races up, she's got 9 seconds remaining. She steps in the zone, puck goes to Ioni. Ioni turns, floats it to the middle, tipped in front, blocked down, cleared to the outside, and that is going to do it. Follow-up shot doesn't make it to the net, and the Crunch continue to be the Achilles heel for the Royals. Royals drop this one with a final score of 2-1. Disappointment for the Royals. Royals now have to win their second 2 games to be guaranteed a spot in the final game on Sunday. We'll get the handshake line here. Our next game is tomorrow morning at